Just there we go. Looks like we're live. Welcome to the Energy Healing Lifestyle Journal Self-Care Challenge. My name is Robin Knott, and I'm your host of the channel and the founder of the EnergyHealingSchool.com. Today, I'm going to walk you through my journaling process and share some real-life examples along the way. So grab your journal. I have mine, and come journal with me. Sorry if it looks a little dark. It kind of looks light, and then it looks dark. I didn't turn the light on, just so you know. We get in the mindset or just being open, right? Opening to hear whatever comes up, holding space for ourselves. I write out the word self-care challenge because for us, self-care is an acronym. And today we're focusing on the letter F for forgiveness. And in my healing system, it's the letter T and best U, which stands for transformation. And all of that is governed by the heart chakra. So we incorporate then heart chakra energy. So journal prompt for today: how do empaths or codependents or codependent empaths forgive? So what came up for me first was when codependency patterns were active, I don't think I was really open to forgiveness. So to me at that point in time, I focused more on blame, shame, and guilt, whether it was toward myself or others, right? What's going on? Getting stuck in that, more about attachments, not so much on forgiveness. I didn't see forgiveness as a way for me to heal. I didn't recognize it, didn't understand it well. I saw it as letting people off the hook, right? So if I forgive, that means you just keep continuing to do the same old thing over and over again. If I forgive me, then that means that I'm not being accountable for the things that I have done, my mistakes, that I'm not taking ownership. I didn't understand. Again, I thought it was more about just allowing behaviors to continue when it's really not, right? It's not what forgiveness is at all. So then after recognizing, breaking, and releasing these codependency patterns, then I was able to expand my awareness and my perspective and allow forgiveness to occur. I wasn't always quick to be the forgiver, but I really loved how Matt Kahn talked about just opening up, letting go, and allowing forgiveness to occur. Maybe I'm not actively being the forgiver, but I'm also not resisting it. I'm not trying to block it or get in the way of it occurring, right? So kind of handing it over to the highest, the source of unconditional love, kind of saying, here, I don't feel like I can do it, but there it is, right? So you do what you do. And then understanding that it's, again, not saying that we're allowing behaviors to occur. It's not saying that we're repeating the same thing over and over again, whether it's ourselves or accepting it with another. So I found, excuse me, getting better, kind of. I found this comment, I guess, on Reddit. I don't answer Reddit often or read Reddit often, but I found this interesting. So if you don't mind, I'm going to share it. It says codependent forgiveness versus actual forgiveness. So the person talking, I'm going to quote this: I was in a codependent and otherwise terrible relationship with an alcoholic for most of college. When he left me and I began to see the light, I kept berating myself for constantly forgiving, quote, quote, his many mistakes instead of leaving him. How could I be such a pushover? How could I blindly forgive such bad behavior? As I work through my codependency, I've thought a lot about what it means to forgive someone. I had this idea that I was too forgiving to my ex, but codependents don't truly forgive their partners, right? They add their most recent bad behavior to the laundry list of reasons to fuel their victimization. In retrospect, I never forgave my ex for anything. I chose to stay and force myself to be the martyr of his many transgressions. Difference, right? We think we forgive it. I've been in that position where I thought, this is my side note, sorry, that I thought I forgave a lot of things, but allowing behavior to continue isn't the same as forgiveness, right? So back to the comment here. So quote, "This is complicated for me though, because I still very much view forgiveness as a sign of weakness. If I truly forgive someone for wronging me, isn't that just opening myself to more hurt? Or who will keep track of their bad behavior if I choose to let it go? Mm. How will I play the victim if I can't summon a mental catalog of their every wrongdoing? How will I remind them of the ways they have hurt me? I want to learn to let go. I think that forgiving someone can be a radical act of self-care. To truly free myself of the burden of being a victim, I don't want to keep score or hold on to the endless anger and hostility and resentment that brews when you just pretend to forgive. I want to forgive myself. I'm in a loving and healthy relationship with an amazing person who makes mistakes and occasionally does things that frustrate or trigger or hurt me because he is human with his own skeletons in the closet, and he deserves true forgiveness, and so do I." End quote. So I thought that was really amazing. And big kudos to the person who posted that on Reddit. I think many of us have been there if we're truly honest with ourselves, right? When we're really starting to journal, sit with self, hold space for ourselves, allow things to come up, be that observer, taking a look, again, being honest with ourselves, calling it out, getting to know more about what codependency patterns are, what it looks like, releasing the blame, shame, and guilt so we can just do that without beating ourselves up or berating ourselves, as that person had said, right? I think it's taken amazing. So I really like that. So I hope you enjoyed that too. And into heart chakra, when the energy is wonky, that is one, right? We have the unwillingness to forgive. We hold on to the resentments. We find a purpose in holding on to the thing, right? Interesting how we're taught or programmed. Also, physically, we may experience asthma, high blood pressure, heart disease, lung disease, low immune system. Excuse me. And then also psychologically, jealousy, resentment, as I was saying, bitterness, holding grudges, isolation, grief, and loneliness, even. So, are you able to see how making these connections with allowing forgiveness to occur when we don't allow forgiveness to occur, when we're holding on to resentments, how it affects the energy in the heart chakra, and how the energy in the heart chakra can affect our ability or how we feel willing to forgive or not, allow transformation to occur, allow ourselves to transform or stay stuck in the same old patterns that we're used to, right? Owning our own stuff, being able to call ourselves out. Again, not to blame, shame, and guilt and beat ourselves up anymore, but so we can release the old thing and allow ourselves to come in and be our true self. Because our true highest self isn't about resentment, isn't about blame, shame, and guilt, right? It's the aspect of the source of unconditional love. I feel like I want to say, like, we need to tame the human, we need to tame that ego, right? So when you feel like you've lost yourself or lost a part of yourself, check the description, please, for the link to the BU challenge. It's amazing. I'm loving it. I hope you love it too. The information is there for you. Also, protecting your energy, setting those boundaries. The Empathic Healers Masterclass. So if you go to the energyhealingschool.com, you will find that there, as well as a 7-day chakra healing challenge and some other goodies in there. So take a look. Also, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how this journal prompt was for you. If you are willing to share in the comments, that would be great. And I will see you tomorrow for Throat Chakra Energy. We talk about communication and speaking your truth. Please take care of you. So much love.